current Mideast war in Gaza has reshaped completely the geographic alliances in the Middle East, because it comes on the heels of Iran being very close to the development of nuclear weapons. That has led to a polarization between Iran and Saudi Arabia, which in turn is a polarization between the Shiites of Iran and the Sunnis of Saudi Arabia. And it also comes on the heels of the military ousting of the Muslim Brotherhood from power in Egypt and replacing it with a secular regime that was not antagonistic to Israel. So Israel right now does not have a single Arab opponent. The two huge Arab players, Egypt and Saudi Arabia, are de facto allied with Israel. And in fact, the king of Saudi Arabia gave a speech that was absolutely incredible, a 5-minute speech broadcast on nationwide TV. Listen to what he said. Instead of condemning Zionist aggression, as he usually would, he said that the war in Gaza was a collective massacre caused by Hamas, not by Israel. And the king went on to say, "It is shameful and disgraceful that these terrorists are doing this in the name of religion, killing people whose killing Allah has forbidden, and mutilating their bodies and feeling proud in publishing this." The king went on to say that Hamas's war against Israel has distorted the image of Islam with its purity and humanity and smeared it with all sorts of bad qualities by their actions, injustice, and crimes. Well, isn't it about time some Muslim leader said this? And for it to come from the king of Saudi Arabia, who has basically controlled the funding of Hamas for many, many decades, and of the Palestinians in general, this is an extraordinary statement. So the current division in the Middle East is really Israel allied with Egypt and Saudi Arabia and most of the other smaller monarchies along the Persian Gulf, versus Iran, Turkey, the Shiites in the north, and also Qatar, which has been a strong ally of Hamas, with the United States increasingly siding with Iran, increasingly opposing Israel. Now, the U.S. still has to provide aid to Israel, and Congress just recently voted $500 million for additional rockets to reinforce the Iron Dome. But in the negotiations, there's no issue but that Secretary of State Kerry is following the lead of Hamas in pressing for a ceasefire before Israel has been able to completely clean out the terrorist network there. But strange bedfellows in the Middle East, and perhaps the beginnings of an anti-terrorist movement coming from Islamic monarchies. Thanks for watching.